hope you well. Today we are having a great video. We are talking about Hong Kong. And I have snacks directly from Hong Kong I never tried before. This one is truffle flavored potato sticks from a company called Meadows. Then I have something, I'm not really sure what this is. This is roasted sunflower kernels. This one I think will be really good. This one is spicy peanuts. And as a dessert, I will have this one. This is, I think it's ginger. So it will be good. I also need to have some notes with me here, because the notes will keep me on track, because I have a lot of things I want to cover in this video. Yes, this is part of the family cruise, and we are now on the last leg. We just had went away from the Philippines, Manila. That was just such an interesting trip to do. It was a bit sad because you knew that the holiday would be over here, but I would just like to start here with some tea. My favorite teapot here. And you that follow the channel, you also know my favorite cup.
With our game of love, this is a game for everyone, and everyone is winners tonight, so you're all going to be taking home a bottle of our champagne that I will bring down to you. Give everyone a massive round of applause.
Can you show some love to Mason, your assistant cruiser again? One more time, can we make some noise for our beautiful couples enjoying this evening? Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night. In a few short moments, we have the Rolling Stone.
So, what did you like? The Lava Marriage Show? Quite good, yeah. Yoga tea here. I'll just put it away there. Yeah, the Lava Marriage Show was really good, but working on a cruise ship can also be very hard, so, and many people that work on a cruise ship are sort of many times on the sea, like 6 months or something like that, long time away from home. So here we have a little clip about like appreciation for the the people that work on the cruise, yeah. Oh, this tea is good. So it's Indian yoga tea. And the next one here is really interesting. Is the truffle flavored potato sticks made from whole potatoes by a company called Meadows in Hong Kong. Let's see how it is tasted. these are really clever because these fit into your pocket, and when it's kind of like packaged like in a smaller size, you probably don't eat the whole bag at once. Like what happened to me quite a few times. Okay. Oh, this actually smells like truffle. Truffle. I think I just opened a couple of bags. Oh, they smell so good, these ones. Here we go, the first ever truffle potato stick from Hong Kong. Oh, this is very crispy. So the ship then lands into the harbor, and the harbor is very picturesque, you know, like it looks really good. This is the view from our cabin's balcony of Hong Kong. Early in the morning. Yes, today is when our holiday will be over, our cruise holiday. We are having a meeting with our friend Craig in Hong Kong later today. I mean, calm waters, and then you had all the buildings there in Hong Kong in the background. Yes, we have a quick breakfast, and we disembark the ship, and the Chinese immigration goes really quick and really smoothly. We are only there for one day. We took a taxi ride from the cruise terminal to the hotel, and the taxi was very inexpensive. You know, I was finding, and I was just fascinating by all the buildings, big buildings, and the way the highway just went past the buildings. We are on our way to our hotel now, and yes, this is one of the many taxi rides we have, just going through the streets of Hong Kong. Interesting, you can see like remnants of the old British Empire, like colonial building, and then you also have the new buildings, and here we arrived to our hotel. I've been hearing about Hong Kong for so many years, but never really had the chance to go there. You know, this is our hotel room here. We give you a tour. We are going into the living room here. The hotel room was actually quite large. You can make coffee. Walking now into the bedroom. The The bedroom was quite spacious actually.
Look outside.
And here we have a look out from the window. The view was just spectacular. At night you could see all the lights that was lighting up the city and the sky here. And in the morning it looked really good too. Buildings, the harbor you could see, and I think in the front here a colonial building and business buildings here. Yeah, it was interesting to take the taxi there, and the taxi is actually so much cheaper in Hong Kong than here in Perth, Western Australia. Like, I hardly never take a taxi more. Now it's just like Uber, Ola, or Didi, one of those ride shares that is cheaper. Yeah, people are sitting on the street. I'm not really sure, but I think this is a place where the overseas maids or workers, they sort of meet, and so we just go a bit further here, and you can see some of them are sitting there. Here is just some random B-roll that I was taking from one of the taxi rides we have. Just interesting to see, like, people walking and just minding their own business here in Hong Kong. Yes, we was using taxi quite often in the short time we stayed in Hong Kong, because it was actually really affordable. Much affordable than here at home in Perth, where taking a taxi today is actually quite expensive. This is a little bit more built up area. I think they are doing some kind of building work to the left here with the scaffolding. Some residential buildings there. We're going into a tunnel now. So, the interesting thing is that we had organized time to meet one of our friends that lives in Hong Kong, Craig. Craig is an English teacher in one of the elite English schools, and he's been there quite a few years. He was catching up with us, and we haven't seen him for maybe, I don't know, for 8 or 10 years, so it was great to see him. So we start by having a cup of tea at the Peninsula Hotel, and this is a really top market hotel. You know, Christmas was coming, so there was all Christmas decorations here, and it was really good quality, top-notch hotel. Outside the hotel, there was this Rolls Royces parked. Here we are at Peninsula Hotel. Our friend Craig took us over here, and we are having a cup of tea. As you can see,
Let's go.
people are starting to get into Christmas mood here. And now we are walking out, and here we had some nice cars parked outside. I think that's a Rolls Royce, Bentley, and another Rolls Royce. So from here then Craig was taking us sort of on a quick Hong Kong day tour just to show us, you know, the different places. To my understanding, Hong Kong is actually not that big in size, but the density of the population is one of the highest in the world. So we then walked around and we came to the harbor. And I think the harbor is absolutely fascinating. Because you can go to the sort of the pier there, and at the pier you can see the other side of the harbor. It was sort of like a little bay, so people was going from one side to the other with ferry. We bought a day pass so we could travel on public transport there in Hong Kong, and it was a good choice. Here we have a scenic view of Hong Kong Harbor. Our aim is to take the ferry from this side over to the other side, and yes, yeah, go buy some snacks or something there. This is one of the ferries. They obviously are a little bit old, but they're very, how would I say, sturdy and in a way a little bit charming. You can see the smoke coming out from the chimney. It has a diesel engine. It's smoking a little bit. We're getting ready to board our ferry now. The boarding was really orderly. Nobody was pushing or like that. I really enjoyed the ferry ride. I took a picture here of the most wanted people here in Hong Kong to see if they sort of had our faces there. You know, it's a little bit naughty, but you know, it was just interesting to see who they were looking for. was quite an interesting experience to go on from one side to the other with the ferry. And everything went really well. Like we could get on the ferry easy, and it was enough space, and yeah, it was fun. I actually like these truffles. Yes, so that was sort of interesting. When you hear about Hong Kong, like I have done, like you sometimes see those ferries going, but it was quite nice to actually be on one of them. And then we arrived to the other side of the bay, and we just went ashore, and then of course we just followed Craig, that was sort of our guide for the day, and he took us to the bus terminal. Like Hong Kong used to be under the British rule for, I don't know, was it 99 years or how long, and then they sort of handed over to China itself, and that's now quite a few years ago. But they sort of left it like a business district there, and they sort of had I guess they had a few colonial buildings left, but what was kind of nice, they sort of had those British double-decker buses there. And also the trams in the city was double-decker. So we then boarded the bus that started to drive to the city, and it went up the mountain. And I think it was called, what was like, was it Victoria Peak or yeah. We went up to Victoria Peak. But it was just so fascinating to go with the bus up there, because it was actually driving quite fast uphill. And yeah, so small narrow road and a big double-decker bus, and kind of, but I didn't see any accidents there at all. After the ferry ride, we take a double-decker bus from the passport all the way up to Victoria Peak, and this was just fascinating. I really enjoyed the trip, so this video clip will be 12 minutes long. So bring your popcorn, because now I will give you like a narration of the way up to the top. We had a little stop here, and we're going around the harbor here. There's a ferry wheel and they are building here something. The bus we took was really, really good. Very modern, very spacious. Everything was new. And we're sitting sort of on the second level on the front seat, so that's why I was possible to take a video clip like this. I guess this is downtown we're going through now, or like the business district, or a lot of high-rise buildings. I think we had the Apple store to the right here. We are just passing it now. That was a hop-on, hop-off bus. I so like this bus ride. I actually like to travel with bus because one of the reasons is that when you travel with bus, you see a lot. You see much more than you can when you're just flying. I think this is one of the other, stops we have here. Yeah, we are on the road again. There was a few stops we had before we came up to Victoria Peak, and it's just so interesting. Taxis that was there in Hong Kong was sort of like old style, I must say, but very comfortable, very good. We were just so surprised that the price of the taxi rides was so affordable. We are now starting to climb up to the top now. As you maybe see here in the videos, there are some advertisements like the 12th of the 7th. I understand that they have like local election there. That's one of the double-decker trams, and that was just such a interesting ride we had here later on in the day. Yeah, there you can see one of those trams passing us, double-decker tram. How interesting. I actually never knew that double-decker trams exist. I always seen the double-decker buses, but not the trams. But yeah, it's good. I understand that's the legacy from the time when there was British rule in Hong Kong. Yeah, everything there in Hong Kong was went really smoothly. We didn't have any problems really of anything. I think we're now going through sort of a more a residential. No, we passed it. Yeah, it was so convenient just to have that pass, that traveling pass. I think you call it a day pass, that you could travel easily with ferry, trams and buses. Some nice shop Porsche. And we have, I think that's Chevy. To the right side here. Yeah, there were some nice cars there in Hong Kong. So like, this Porsches, Rolls Royces, Teslas, or Tesla is at least where I live here in Perth. Tesla is quite common now. You have some high-end shops there. Plenty taxis in Hong Kong. You can't deny that one.
See a couple more traditional kind of housing complexes.
Yeah, we just continue our journey up the hill here. Interesting, the bright colors of the buildings here. You see all the flats has air conditioners. I think the summers can be quite hot here.
That's kind of the original quote-unquote Happy Valley.
Yeah, now we are on past the city and we are sort of climbing up. I think there to the right, on the left. I think that was a cemetery. Yeah, you can see it's a cemetery there.
It's a Happy Valley racecourse.
Yeah, this is actually the speed that the bus was driving. So they just went up quite fast actually. Like I was a little bit surprised how fast they was driving up the hill here, but incredible talented bus drivers we was having. You can see how green and lush it is here. So even when we was there, we could feel like a little bit of humidity. Yeah, winding roads and the bus driver drove quite fast up the hill here. Good views, beautiful views here.
This is so precious. In the middle of the race courses like the running track with that.
Yeah, we have a cyclist. I would not dare to cycle there. But yeah, he was just going up the hill and I think the bus driver was driving past. I would not even dare to cycle in the traffic here in Perth. That would be only for the brave. Yeah. What a nice views here is. And it was so nice to sit there in the bus, and the suspension was really good. It was kind of nice and cushioned. You see all these banners there on the side. That must be like for the election for Hong Kong. Yeah, we are winding up the road here. The views are just getting better. Yeah, it was, even on this narrow road, the bus driver didn't slow down. He just had a steady speed. The vegetation was actually very green and lush, and so it's yeah, it was kind of nice just to climb up the hill, and you could look to your left and you could see the city down below. Yeah, it was sort of so interesting to go up there, and then we sort of come up to the top. And at the top there's this, you sort of have like different restaurants, and you have like small places, and you have a bakery. I must say this flavored potato sticks with the truffle, 5 packs inside 100 grams. I think it's really good. Now I have here a receipt too, because I was actually buying these in the 7-Eleven. And it all came to 160 Hong Kong dollars. That I think is okay. Now, the second thing I'm going to try is this one. The thing I can read is roasted sunflower seed spiced. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sometimes the bags are so well made that it's hard to get it open. sort of have to crack them open and then you eat the seed. So if I kind of normally the sunflower seeds I have is just you can eat them straight away. You don't have to kind of crack them open like this. Yeah, so we are there at the peak, and it's the scenery is just that's too hard. The scenery is just so good there, you know. And then Craig he went to the bakery and he bought the what do you say, the Portuguese egg tarts because they have gluten. Now Cassie unfortunately couldn't eat them, so so I had to eat all those egg tarts, you know, suffering through them, you know, like eating the egg tarts. Here I'm eating Portuguese egg tarts. Oh boy, that was nice. Very good. I loved it. So tasty. Here we are then, on the lookout. The lookout on here at Victoria Peak was just amazing. Look how far you can see. Here's another shot. You can see all the tall buildings. It was a little hazy, but you could still see quite far. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed every moment there, and the weather was good too. Yes, first time in Hong Kong. No. The egg tarts was nice. See, these ones, I think it's just there's kind of more work to eat them, but they could also taste really good. Yes, so we spent some time there, look at the top, and then what was just really nice that we could go down the hill with one of those cable cars that went like this. Sort of, no, I wouldn't say cable car, I would say a tram. And the tram was just kind of like going very steep. Sort of like you were sitting there like back like this, but boy, going down that hill was just it was a very interesting experience. And the scenery was just so good. This will take a while, yeah, but going down the hill like that in a cable car, and you was gonna sitting with your back was I was video filming the whole way down. And now we are going down from Victoria Peak. This is one of those trams that comes up, so you can come up or down with the tram, but we came up the hill with the bus, had a look around the scenery, and then came back with the tram. And I must say it was really an exciting experience. The tram was very new, and yeah, we have like Donald Duck here on the wall advertisement. Yeah, I guess uphill facing seats 145 passengers maximum. Okay, now we started to go back, so you went back in a way that you didn't face downhill, you were sort of going backwards downhill. And here we have the incredible views. I mean, the views from here is just, I mean, I never seen anything like this before. So it's just great. And the ride down went actually quite smoothly. It was not like a jerky. You sort of look at this video clip and it looks a little bit jerky, but I was kind of trying to stabilize the video so you could see how it was to come down from the hill. But yeah, incredible views. Yeah, we had a nice ride here. I think we go a bit steeper now. Coming closer to the end stop here now. Yeah, it was just when one tram went down, the other one went up, so it was two-way traffic. Smooth, easy, right down. Was no problem, just fascinating. The way they built it really well. Yeah, we see here we come now to the street level. Come to the end station now. could see some of the big wheels that are pulling the trams up. I think that's one of the older trams. We were sort of in one of the newer ones. Yes, people were enjoying the ride. It was just very comfortable, very safe, and also very interesting. And here we have a new set of people ready to get on. Some of these sunflower seeds are kind of easy to open, but others are kind of more harder. I am really working for this here. So, here is my big haul of the sunflower seed. Okay, here we go. Yeah, tastes okay. This was interesting, the sunflower seed kernels, pseudo seeds, I would say. One of the interesting things is when you try out different snacks and food, and snacks that you haven't tried before. You never really know how they will taste, and you don't know. And so sometimes you maybe buy something you are not really sure, but because of the quarantine restrictions, I can't really bring any meat or like that in here. But every time when I come back to Australia, I declare absolutely everything, and that's. But they do check my bag because half of it is full of snacks.
Yeah.
Chicken feet with pickle peppers.
You know you won't be able to get those back into Australia.
Okay. Well,
And probably not the squid either.
This is duck wings.
Can't get that back in either.
Spicy peanuts.
Spicy peanuts, yeah.
Hong Kong store. Dried ginger. Sugar back. See, I find something else I can bring back. Oh, Inverness. Oh, well, they just sticks. Let's try.
The next one is this one. The spicy peanuts from Hong, made in Hong Kong. Can you see? Can you see anything there? Has pieces of chili. Well, I need to be careful with that one because I can have a little bit chili, but I can't have too much. And we came down the mountain with this kind of almost vertical tram, and then we continued. We took another taxi and we went to the place called Tu Ching Lin Nunnery. And now we have come to the To Shi Lin Nunnery. This is the area where the nunnery is. That's the nunnery itself. And here we have like the, I think, dormitory where the nuns live today. This was really interesting. The nunnery was, I don't know how many 100 years old, but it was just the same nunnery here, surrounded with the modern high buildings and roads and construction. It was free to walk in here, and the garden is immaculate. It was just so interesting to come here. We didn't really see any nuns here when we was visiting. Yeah, here we have sort of the main building. Lot of tourists coming. I just put the chilies away a little bit, yeah. Yeah, some other. I think it's pepper they have or something. Yeah, too, so it's kind of. But there's still some, tasty chili here. Yeah, we went to the nunnery. That was really good because it's had an old history to it, and back at the time when they established the nunnery, I can imagine that there was just kind of forest around it, and but now of course you had these high-rise buildings around the nunnery and roads and highways, but you still had that charm left, and I think they actually have still nuns there. practicing nuns, I mean. So we spent some time there and we had a sit down in a cafeteria, like having a drink and just having a chat with Greg and catching up. Going and see places are interesting, but it can also be quite exhausting actually. But it was a really interesting place. Remnants of the old history and yeah, I liked it. From here we took another taxi. Another taxi, and we went into the city and we visited a Chinese temple, I would say, where they were sort of making those. I don't know if it was kind of offerings or was it. They was doing prayers and then they gave some money away and they sort of had those incense that was making smoke there and I took a few video clips of that one. This is in front of this shrine. It's surrounded by traffic and high buildings. People still go to the shrine. That is nice. Keep up the old customs. It was so interesting watching people going and coming to the shrine, who is walking on the street and just the life in the suburb. Here we are at the shrine. They had this furnace place here in front of the shrine where they burnt, I think it's old praying papers, or when you make a vision, you write it down. And now we are inside. I was actually finding that it was quite smoky inside. The atmosphere was really good. It was not too crowded. And I was trying to just film it in a way that I wasn't, disrespectful in any way. Still, I find it really fascinating to see the rituals here and the different gods that the people were praying to. It was still a little bit hot inside there because they have so many candles. People were coming and people were going. Steady stream. It was a nice experience to go inside here. I was just sitting there and watching people walking past and liked the atmosphere there. It was sort of relaxed, but people went on with their business. All my time there in Hong Kong, like I never felt that this kind of like a mad rush. Maybe because I was on a holiday, but people were still minding their own business, shopping, working, and everything just seemed to go really smoothly there. Oh, there's another chili. So we were just walking around there then, and it was interesting because we sort of went those back alleys and you could see like the buildings or stairs. These are so good, so I take a little bit more. Well, I just had to sort out chilies from here. Yeah, so we then went past a real estate agent's shop, and I stopped and I took some pictures here about the apartments available, because I understand that the real estate there in Hong Kong is really expensive. This is really interesting. It's a little video clip about homes for sale in Hong Kong. I don't know really the area, how good the area is, but it looks expensive. I think the most expensive one here is $70 million. Here we have one little bit cheaper, $11.8 million. I just need to drink a bit more tea. I can feel the afterglow here in my mouth. I think Hong Kong is like any city. Like if you are wealthy or if you are rich, you can of course have a good life. But if you are kind of like not if your salary is not enough, you can have a bit difficult, tough times. Yeah, so we was then just continue walking, and this looks so delicious. I could have it every day. And we came to a restaurant. And the interesting thing is that Craig's good friend from Australia, Jason, also there, and he was for a law conference. He is a member of his family law firms that they have here, and in Melbourne, that specializes in divorces, and he divorces the rich and the famous in the city of Melbourne. So he was here in Hong Kong the same time, and it was really really fun because we could go for dim sum together. And Craig knew a really good place that we went, and all together there, and we was sharing a table with other people, and we ordered a lot of food, and the dim sum place Craig and Jason took us to was really packed. It was very busy, and it was quite loud, but the atmosphere there was really good. It's like the dim sum places here in Perth, like there's a lot of nice food that you can enjoy. Yeah, we have. I think that was fried tofu. We have pork dumpling. There's kind of pastry. I'm not sure sumai or what you say. And here we have delicious green tea. Because Craig had been so nice to us. I just paid for the whole dinner there. I can't remember how much it cost anymore, but it wasn't that overly expensive for 4 people actually. Yeah, it was actually nice atmosphere there, like eating their Chinese food with the Chinese. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, just peanuts and then when we had finished the meal, Craig just went and took us on a tram tour. We said goodbye to Jason, and he was taking us on a tram that went sort of like a loop around Hong Kong, and that was just so fascinating. Of course, I have seen these trams only in pictures or movies, but never been there. Maybe we're still using the same pass and day pass. I mean, we could go up in the front, so I could get a really good view, and I just filmed a lot of clips from there. Here we have a double-decker tram arriving. We are getting on board, and we are going straight up to the second level. This was really interesting because I never been on a double-decker tram before. This was a little bit older tram, but it had a lot of character, so to say. So I just started to film straight away. Yes, like those double-decker buses. They are just so interesting. We had a long day with Craig. Craig had shown us many places and that we could probably not done by ourselves. At least that not as smoothly. And yeah, it was just interesting to see Hong Kong by night. There's one thing I must say about Hong Kong. I found it really orderly. You know, everything went really smoothly. Everything was really orderly. And society worked really well. Yeah, we just I don't really know what area this is, but it's sort of I guess the shopping district, business district. There's a lot of big department stores here, shops. And yes, it had been a really active day for us. We sort of had arrived to Hong Kong and then we just met up with Craig and he had all these sightseeing plans made for us. So Craig, if you see this video, thank you again to you because without you, I could not make the video this good as it is now.
Well, Craig, you have to look at the videos then.
Of course. Just edit me out of all of them.
Yeah.
You could hear that I said to Craig that he need to look at the videos then when they're ready. Well, here it is. So interesting, these double-decker trams. But they're good, they're really good because you can have double the amount of people on the tram. airport went really smoothly. I wouldn't mind going to Hong Kong again if there is ever a chance. Yeah, it's interesting to see the city at night. You know, it's different from daytime.
No, I'm glad I'm not taller. No, I'm glad you're not taller.
See, the buses could drive on top of the tram lines, but it went really smoothly. I must say, the drivers were really skillful. Yes, it's nice to see Hong Kong by night.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that it was overly expensive for us. I must say that I think it was actually quite reasonable, the prices. Yeah, people are going home. They were doing their own business, getting on.
Are the ones who told me to get home. I don't really need it now. You're not paying someone to bring out your
I
bike.
don't really know the area, but yes.
Mine doesn't come from the wash shop. Does the ironing.
So we was just so incredibly lucky to have Craig to show us around here.
Maybe in the bigger house. Just once a week. Which comes twice a week for 3 hours, and the house is always spotless. It's so nice after a crappy day to come home, and it smells and looks good. Oh, this is the
Yeah,
dark.
Craig had been living in Hong Kong for quite a long time. He's sort of like the English teacher there in an elite school, and
The new thing from China.
yeah, I would say like he's quite well known in Hong Kong. Always good to have somebody that knows the area showing you around. You sort of, you know exactly where to go. Yeah, they had these hop on, hop off buses too. So if we wouldn't have Craig here, we would probably just take one of those ones. There's a little group here that, to the left here, that stays in cardboard boxes. We are passing them right now. And I don't know. I don't know if they were homeless or not. I didn't see much of that at all in Hong Kong. Yeah, it was just so interesting because it was just so interesting because it had becoming now evening and the lights came on and you started to see Hong Kong at night. So the next one, I'm really interesting. Yui Feng's store. And I think this is sort of dried ginger. Well, we found out. One way is to have a sniff. And oh yeah, this is definitely ginger. Oh. Okay, this. See, when I was buying this, I was thinking it was actually plums. Because you can have similar like this that are sort of dried sour plums, and it's actually quite nice. I like it. I still have that palette from Finland, where I am originally from. That we like sort of sour food, like sour taste, even salty licorice candy is one of my absolutely favorites. Okay, this will be interesting. Okay, here we go. First piece of ginger. I'm surprised, actually really good. It has this authentic taste of ginger. I mean, it's a strong piece of ginger. So, you know, in China they have the herbs and you know, the food for medicine, and I think ginger is one of the ingredients that you have if you have like a flu or something. But yeah, the tram ride was really good. I only saw a few people that was kind of living in cardboard boxes there. But when he was traveling through Hong Kong, you could suddenly in a park you could see a lot of women, and this was not Chinese women. There was, I think, from the Philippines or where they were, and I asked Craig about it, and they said that they are maids. So So if you have a family and a kid or two, you're gonna have a maid looking after them when their parents are then working. Yeah, this is ginger. I think I can eat this one, but then I had to and I have to kind of say thank you no more, ginger. I think you only need to have small pieces. And then it came to say goodbye to Craig, and I would like to say that this video would have not been possible without Craig's help, because his knowledge, his expertise, where to go, everything went so smoothly. So Craig, if you watch this video, thank you. Greg went back home, and we went to our hotel, and at night now there was really good views out from the room that we were staying, and yes, it was everything was really good there in Hong Kong. Didn't have any problem with the food or the transport or anything, and also we sort of felt really safe there too. So then the next day we just check out and we take another taxi drive. This was actually quite a long taxi drive to the airport, and it's just so interesting that the taxi didn't really cost that much for us. It was actually very affordable. That's why we could, take the taxi so far and go. But it was quickly easy. We were not sort of stuck in any traffic jams. We came to the airport. We sort of checked in, and it was at the airport that I was buying these snacks. Yeah, at the airport. And I find a 7-Eleven there. So altogether, 160 Hong Kong dollars. It was these snacks, and then just we bought a couple of drinks that we was drinking there, and it was it was a really good 7-Eleven that they was having there. there at the airport. So I was playing game and we time to fly home. There's some workers having a break, sitting on the tarmac there. They work hard, I think. Yes, we took Singapore airline, flight to Singapore. 1 day there and then back home to Perth. What a good holiday. One of the better holiday I ever had. Flew from Hong Kong to Singapore. Couple of hours stop and then back to Perth, and that was then our family cruise. I bought a few snacks at the Singapore airport that I would just like to make one more video to finish off this family cruise series, but it was good. Hong Kong was actually much more fascinating and interesting than I imagine it to be. Like you sort of had still some remnants of the old colonial time, like the double-decker buses and the double-decker trams. That looks good. This kind of looks really neat, and we didn't have any problems there at all. So, what did we eat today? Let's go over what we had today. I started off with the potato sticks flavored truffles. This was interesting. This was really crisp and nice, good tasting. Then we had this interesting roasted sunflower seeds. You just need to spend more time with the sunflower seeds to eat them, but they are good. Then we had the spicy peanuts. No, I just had to pick away the chilies because I think my mouth is still hot. And then last but not least we had the dried ginger here. So I would say sunflower seed was number 4, spicy peanuts number 3, and the truffle potato sticks number 2. And surprisingly, I found the ginger number 1. I would say that would be number 1 because I say it's so high quality. I still have the strong ginger flavor in my mouth. And of course we had some Indian tea here. So guys, that was the video for today. Thank you for watching, thanks for the support, and thanks also for everybody that has been buying me a coffee. It's on my Buy Me a Coffee site. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Many more interesting videos are coming. This is the family cruising videos, but when I have done the family cruising, I will go straight into the food reviews. So these are kind of like a little bit half traveling, half food videos. Great, thank you. all the best to keep well. And catch you on the next one. See you. Bye.